New reports are coming through that Prince Harry is raging at Meghan Markle for mis-selling to him the American dream. Perhaps he's finally realised that the grass is not always greener on the other side. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the alternate, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught my eye. And oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this madness, shall we? Because yesterday, Prince Harry broke his silence surrounding the divorce rumours between him and Meghan Markle. Now, if you want to know more about that, then check out the video I released a couple of hours ago. The link will be in the description bar below. Now, this is the thing, right? He did not convince me that all is well in the Montecito household, and this article just proves that to me even more. A new source coming out saying that Prince Harry is raging that he was missold the American dream by estranged wife Meghan. They ended up living like Rapunzel in her tower. Now, this is an exclusive from Radar Online, and they describe Prince Harry as being disenchanted, angry, and frustrated at how his new life living the promised American dream has turned into a behind closed doors nightmare, locked in a Rapunzel-like tower with his wife Meghan Markle. Now, sources have revealed that 5 years since Megxit set in motion the plan that would see Megxit happen, Hazard feels like he was missold the idea, Radar Online can reveal exclusively. Now, a mole revealed to this outlet, quote, Meghan sold their move to America as a way for their family to be happy, free, and relatively normal. But that doesn't seem to be the case for them and their kids at all. No, it doesn't. We hardly see Lilibet and Archie at all. How is that normal? Are they locked away in this Rapunzel-like tower as well? I mean, you see, the Prince and Princess of Wales and their children, and we see them regular, and they're in the royal family, right? They're working members of the royal family. Yet we hardly see Hazard and Megxit's children. This whole kind of element of freedom that Megxit sold to Hazard, that she said would be attained as soon as they moved to California, doesn't seem to have come to fruition, right, guys? Now, this article then goes on to state that it's almost as if they are, as a family, living like Rapunzel in her tower. Even the locals in Montecito are puzzled. Archie and Lily are rarely seen with Meghan or Harry at local events, like trick-or-treating at Halloween, for example. Harry is angry and frustrated at how things have turned out. And I'm not surprised if that's the case. I mean, when myself and my big brother Andy, we went to Montecito last year in September when I was there in LA. And we spoke to a few locals there and a few business owners. And they said they hardly saw Hazard and Megxit out and about. We went to a shop, and it was a tailor shop, and we asked, does Megxit come to use his services to tailor dresses, this, that, and the other? He says no, which, it proves even more to me that Megxit does not know the existence of tailors, let's put it that way. But yeah, guys, I can attest, me being on the ground last year in Montecito, they are hardly ever in that town at all. And so the source then turns around and says he feels like he's been missold a life. Plus, he and Meghan are also leading pretty much separate lives. It's like they're an estranged couple living under the same roof. And yeah, when you've got Hazard on one side of America in New York City and Megxit on the other side in California at the Paley Honors Gala to honour Lilibet's godfather, Tyler Perry, when I could get my teeth back in. Yeah. For all intents and purposes, for what we're seeing, yes, they are living separate lives. So Hazard breaking his silence yesterday in New York City, trying to downplay the divorce rumours, really hasn't worked as far as I'm concerned whatsoever. And so the children, this article says, are believed to attend a local school and nursery. And some online commentators have dubbed them Invisibet. But But since turning 40 in September, Harry has been taking a closer look, apparently, at his family's current situation, and he has concerns. And so the source is saying here that the biggest shock for Harry is that he thought raising his kids away from the royal family would give them more freedom. In California, though, the opposite has happened. In fact, Archie in Lilibet's world seems even more cosseted than his own upbringing as an heir to the British crown. And it goes to what I said earlier on, which is when you look at the children of Prince William and Princess Catherine, we see them out and about. We see their existence, and they're fine, they're safe, they're protected. Whereas on the other side of the world, you've got Prince Harry, Megxie, Archie and Lilibet, and we hardly see Archie and Lilibet, even though they moved to California for more safety and more security because it was unsafe in the royal family, blah, blah, blah. But instead of actually getting more freedom outside of the royal family, it seems like they've got less freedom. And that they're prisoners within their own prison that they've constructed themselves. And when allegedly Megxie turns around and says to Hazza, let's leave the royal family, the grass is greener on the other side. Like I said earlier on, perhaps Hazza has realised that the grass is not greener on the other side and has finally realised that this American dream that Megxie was trying to sell him was just misinformation or lies. And so following Megxit, we know that their taxpayer-funded security detail has been amended in the UK. It's not being removed by the UK government, as, you know, Radar Online is saying there. It's not being removed. What happens is 4 weeks, 28 days before Hazza returns to the UK with his family, he has to apply to the government for the security. And then the government then turns around and says, okay, based on your application, this is the level of security that is appropriate for you and whoever's coming with you, blah, blah, blah. But now Megxie seems to be applying those security fears and a desire for privacy to their life inside their gated community in Montecito. And so the source is now saying here that Harry feels as if they are living in a bubble. He's beginning to think he had more freedom as a kid growing up in a palace. Of course, while Harry, like Meghan, will always prioritise their kids' safety, he's worried Archie and Lilibet are missing out too. And a lot of us are thinking that as well, because Archie and Lilibet, from what we can see, doesn't really have that much contact with the outside world or that much contact at all with the rest of their family, whether that be on Megxie's side or Hazza's side. They've got cousins that, from what we can gather, they hardly have any contact with whatsoever. And so, yeah, I would not be surprised, right, if Hazza has woken the hell up and is now raging at Megxie for scamming him and mis-selling to him the American dream. Because when they left the royal family 5 years ago, I bet they didn't think it would turn out this way. What do you think? With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and believe me, of course, there's going to be more, you do not want to miss my next video, then make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe, because I'll be honest with you, help us now get to 1 million so we can also get that go play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Also as well, if you've got some very strong opinions on reportedly Hazza's rage at Megxie for mis-selling him the American dream, and I bet you got some thoughts about that. Do you think he should be raging? Do you think he should be feeling something else towards Megxie? What do you think? Well, if you've got some strong opinions about that, then why not send me a super thanks? It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters. Step, don't play, she holds the line, shouting from the rooftop.